What's going on, guys? Today I want to show you how you can use iLogic to place a part from Content Center. This was requested by someone in the comment section, so I'm going to go ahead and answer that question. So this is going to be the simplified way, not using the API. So starting off, we need to type components content center language, and that's going to be equal to en. Oh, that's, you know what, this might depend on what you have. This is what I have, so I'm just copying and paste that, and you have to type this out, and I'll show you why it won't work if you don't type that out. So if you type components add content center part, this is going to show up. And here, so first off, what you input here, OCC name, basically the name on the browser that shows up right here. So I'm just going to type browser name. All right, and all right, next, the CC path. What does that mean? First, you know what, how am I gonna do this? You know what, first let me show you how I have this. Let's take a snippet. All right, so this is our content center parts. Let me take a snippet out of this. All right, so what we're gonna need here, we're gonna need this right here. Actually, something's not showing up. All right, I'll skip something for now. All right, so going back to the snippet, we're gonna need that. We're gonna need the name of this folder, and we're gonna need whatever this family name is that we're placing. Okay, so going back to this, the first thing that's asking us for the CC path, it's not showing up. CC path, we're gonna type other parts. I'm not sure what this is for you. This is what I was actually trying to figure out right now when I opened it up. But the next part we're gonna type is CLE parts. Then after this, we're gonna type rel components. Let me go back to the snippet. So just following this CLE parts, rel components. We're just going folder by folder. And then the next one, we're gonna type the family name, which in this case is this one that I'm going to be placing right now. So 1002 M065. Let me type enter for now. Okay, so notice it has this little parentheses inside this main parentheses. So basically what that means, you can you're gonna have to use these weird parentheses, and this is going to allow us to define which size of part that we need. You know what, I have to go back and take another snippet real quick. Alright, so let's take a new snippet. And this time we're going to take a snippet of this. So we want to define what it is that we need. So these are the two keys that we have. We don't have to type the two keys, we could just type this key. And let me show you how. So let me uncomment this again. So the first column is length, and we want this one to be 1.5 inch. All right, so if I run this, it should place a part called browser name, and it should place that one. What happened? Oh, was I supposed to leave this out? Oh, okay. So that's what it was. First, okay. So disregards that. So what I said about this, don't put this one in. Just put other parts. And why other parts? That's a good question. I wish I had the answer to show. Okay, yeah. So for some reason, on 2020, this happened to us. In 2019, it said CLE parts, but after 2020 it says other parts. So depending on what version you have, try out other parts, or if that doesn't work, try what the folder name is over here. All right, so that's one way. Another way, oh, actually I want to show you guys something, just so you guys don't think I'm a genius. This is how I figured it out. So all I did was I clicked right click, and right here where it says components add, if you press that, Since it's a content center part, it's going to recognize it, and it's going to give you an example of how to write the code in order to place this component. It's loading right now. Give it a sec. All right, so voila, this looks familiar, right? But they do it a little bit different. You don't have to define this. This is nice, so now you could reference that browser name. Oops. Come on here, how do they do that? I guess you could do something with the browser name. Well, you could set it as an occurrence. So that's cool, I guess. But you don't really need that portion. So let's try their code. Browser name 2. All right. So remember how I said you don't need this? When you write it this way, you don't need that line of column. But let's say we suppress this and we unsuppress this. We only had this en. Oh, we left this out, that one out. It's going to give us an error. Oh, it didn't give us an error this time. For some reason, it was giving me an error earlier when I was trying to do it. All right, there you go. What else can I say? When you do it this way, you don't have to define. You don't have to do this parentheses. You could straight up just type in the parameters you need, and you separate each column by a dash. So depending on what you need. So when you do it this way, you don't have to define the description. So this one, the 2 keys were the description and the length, which is not the way we should have done it, but oh well. You know what, let me try something. What if I only have this? Try that. Oh yeah, so that's not gonna work. So the benefit of doing this way, you don't have to define the description. You only have to define one column. But if there was 2 parts with this length and the second key was different, it's just going to default to the first one. What other things to tell you? All right, so I want to show you this something else too. So when you look at this column right here, notice how it says project and it says length, inches or in. When you specify it here, you don't put those in there, or else it's not going to recognize it. Let's try it out. So if I type in in, yeah, it gives us an error. So that's kind of tricky. Just watch out for that. So this is the simple way. There's also another way that's a little bit more complicated using the API. If you guys need that, let me know. But other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed this video.